Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, let's do a walk around and tour of a 2024 Nissan Titan. This Nissan Titan in particular is a Pro-4X and it's the ultimate off-road version of the Pro series that you can get from Nissan. And as you can tell, this one does come with a couple of different packages, of which I will list them in the description of this review. But with that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Pre-Owned, which is part of the Thomas Auto Group here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. As you can see, on the key fob, you just have 4 simple buttons, which includes your remote start, lock, unlock, and your panic button. 2 more start the vehicle is make sure the vehicle is indeed locked. And hold the remote start button, and it will come to life. And after waiting a few seconds, click it again, and it will shut right back off. Coming to the front of the vehicle, as you can see, you do have your Pro-4X specific grille with the Nissan emblem front and center, as you can see there. You do also have a front-facing camera for your forward collision warning system. And as you can see, although a little faint, you have Titan spelled out across the hood. You also have, as we come back, some tow hooks, which will come in handy. The Pro-4X does come standard with LED daytime running lights, LED projector headlamps, and you do have fog lamps below, as well as your front parking sensors. And when we get to the rear of the truck, you will see the rear parking sensors. Coming to the wheels, we're taking a look at a set of general grabber tires on 18-inch wheels. These measure 275, 70 R18s all the way around. Coming up to the door handle, the Nissan Titan does come standard with a smart key access system, giving you easy access to both the exterior as well as the interior. To do so, just make sure you have the key fob in your pocket, come up to the door handle, tap this button once to unlock the doors, and then to lock the doors, let's say after you go inside of the truck, if you want to lock the doors, just simply tap it again. It will indicate unlocking by beeping twice. The exterior color of this one is finished off in Baja Storm, with a Pro-4X specific black leather interior with orange accenting. Coming to the door panel here, as you can see, you're going to have some hard touch material here as expected. And then as we approach down here though, you are going to get some soft touch material, which is very nice. You're going to have some orange stitching right here, which is really, really good. Coming over here, you're going to have your aluminum door handle, and you're going to have a control panel down here. This is going to be for which mirror you're going to adjust. This is going to fold those mirrors in, child safety lock, unlock and lock switches here, and your power windows. Your 2 front windows are going to be fully automatic. You do also have 2-person memory seating here. And then coming down here below, they're going to have a good amount of space for storage, and then 2 spaces right here for cups that you can put cups in. And you do have a Fender subwoofer in the door jamb as well. Along with that smart key access system, the Nissan Titan Pro-4X does come standard with push button ignition. By keeping the key fob in your pocket or in the vehicle itself, just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Very nice. The Nissan Titan does come standard with a fully leather wrapped rack and pinion power steering wheel, and you can see some of that orange stitching here also on the steering wheel, signifying that you indeed have the Pro-4X model, as well as the Nissan logo, which is also in orange as well, which is pretty cool. You're going to have buttons here on the left as on the right sides. Left is going to house some things for your radio, audio, phone controls, and then this is going to be for the main menu screen up there. Over here, you're going to have your cruise control settings, and then this is going to be for your forward collision warning system. With that being said, the Pro-4X does come standard with 2 main gauges. To the left, you're going to have your tachometer. To the right, you're going to have your speedometer. And in the middle, you're going to have your driver information system. As you can see, looking at the driver information system, you're going to be looking at your current speed. You're going to be looking at your fuel range to empty. You're going to be looking at your exterior temperature, your speed limit sign there, followed by your average speed as it shows right there, your seatbelt reminders, and then down there is going to show your current miles, gear selector, and which drive mode you're in as far as it relates to two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. But with that being said, using these two buttons here, you should be able to cycle through and see what's going on the screen. So as I just mentioned, we're looking at our current speed and our average speed. You're going to have off-road, as you can see there, auxiliary gauges, driving information, which includes your distance traveled, elapsed time, and average fuel economy, your average fuel economy in general, what's playing on the radio, whether it's AM, FM, or Sirius XM radio, a compass, speed limit sign, your driving aids, which is going to show things such as your forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring, as well as your lane departure, a tire pressure monitoring system, and then settings. Settings is going to give you kind of a basic rundown of everything that this vehicle comes with as far as what you can change, what you can set up, and includes the following here, such as driver assistance, meter settings, vehicle settings, towing settings, alerts, maintenance reminder, units, language, and factory reset. And then back to where we were at the beginning. Coming over here, we're going to be taking a look at a 9-inch infotainment system. As you can see, this is the updated system that came out back in 2022 for the Nissan Titan. And as you can tell, it still looks good today in 2025. Starting things off here, you're going to have a basic setup. You're going to have what's playing on the radio. It's going to have your source and FM menu to the left. It's going to have your current time. Right down there below that, you're going to have your 6 preset stations. And actually, I believe this goes up to at least 18 different presets. So as you can see, you have 12 there. So you have 12 presets. So you're going to have 6 here, and you have 6 more right there. Come below that, you're going to have your different sub-menus, such as phone, AM, FM radio, Sirius XM radio, Bluetooth audio, USB 1, and settings. So let's go to phone. It's going to allow you to do a couple different things here, such as a quick dial, phone book, call history, dial number, connections, text messages, and phone volume. That's if you have the phone connected to the vehicle. You're going to have information such as notifications. You're going to have Nissan Connect services, which of course this is the Nissan Connect infotainment system. And then you're going to have your Sirius XM services such as XM weather, XM traffic, XM sports scores, stocks, fuel prices, parking. And as you come over here, movie listings, and then you're going to have your vehicle reports, where am I, TomTom weather, system information, GPS position, vehicle data transmission, as well as a smartphone connection. Pretty cool to see that. Coming to audio, this is what we just went over. 6 Sirius XM. Of course, it's going to give you a little bit more of a nicer display because it's going to allow you to see the artist and their album, and of course what's playing on the channel. And of course you do have your different settings right over here on the left, and then you still have your presets down here as well. And then Bluetooth audio, of course, that's going to be based on what you have on your phone. USB 1, basically the same thing. And then we come over to settings. So settings is going to give you a couple of different menu options, such as connections, phone, navigation, sound, volume and beeps, clock, customized home menu, as well as customized audio sources, Nissan Connect services, system voice, camera, others, system updates, and your apps. So let's say, for example, we want to go back to settings. Let's say we want to go to your navigation. It's going to give you settings for navigation such as map settings, guidance settings, route preferences, traffic info settings, traffic safety settings, safety guide settings, as well as an address book. Below that, customize points of interest, adjust current location, delete saved items, previous destinations, and so on and so forth. Let's say we want to go over here and let's go to the camera. It's just going to show you the display settings. So let's say we click on that. It's going to give you different things such as your brightness, contrast, tint, color, as well as your black level. And of course, you can adjust the brightness right here, whether you want it more dim, or if you want it to be a little bit more brighter, you can simply just do that. So it's pretty nice to see. And overall, I will say, for one thing, the infotainment system, while it is a little bit on the dated side now in comparison to some other Nissans, it still works pretty well. And as you can see here, you still have your menu here, which of course you can go home. That's going to be via navigation, search, points of interest or address, call history. Of course, it's going to show your current Sirius XM information, which in this case, we're looking at the forecast. And then of course you have your analog clock, as well as you can customize your home menu. So overall, that's a pretty simple setup here as far as what's going on in the Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Coming down below that, you're going to have a dedicated volume knob and tuning knob. You're going to have some physical buttons here for your audio, menu like we were just on. You can go to map right here. When you push on that, it's going to send you to your navigation system, which again, it is on the older side, but it's not that bad, as you can see here. Some Nissan products have a little bit of an updated version of this display, so it is a little dated, but not too dated in my opinion. You're going to have all your different settings and stuff down here. So you have phone, at home, points of interest, destinations, zoom in and zoom out, as well as your map settings, and you can search for destinations right up there, which is pretty cool. You're going to have your camera button here. This is going to turn on and off the display, a back button, and then your seek to track right down there. This vehicle does have your dual zone climate controls. It's going to have your heated seats, which is going to be kind of actually right down there. So like I said, you're going to have your dual zone climate controls. This is to turn on and off the air system itself. Fan speed, different modes of where you want the fan to be positioned on. AC, you can turn that on or off. Dual, of course, if you push that, it's going to sync the, or not sync, it's going to allow you to make those changes so you can have different temperatures. You're going to have recycling here, front and rear defrost, and that's pretty much it there. Down here, this vehicle does have your parking sensors. It does have traction control off. You can turn that on or off. You're going to have your Pro Pilot Assist here, which is basically Nissan's version of adaptive cruise control, and a heated steering wheel button right there. Below that, you're going to have your trailer brake controller. You're going to have a set of USB ports, a USB-C and a USB port. Down here, you're going to have some storage. You're going to have your heated seat functions on this side as well as on that side. A little storage area here where you can put your phone, as well as two cup holders. Coming over here to the glove compartment, as you can see, you have a good amount of room. You have a little storage cubby up here, which is nice. But as you can see, you have plenty of room down here with a outlet inside of it, as you can see. The seats in the Nissan Titan Pro-4X are nice. This is going to be kind of like I wouldn't say a synthetic leather. It's going to be more of your standard leather, and then you have your perforations right and down the middle, which looks nice. And of course, you know, the Pro-4X does add a bit of uniqueness to the interior, although nothing really too crazy. And overall, it doesn't look too bad. Of course, you're going to have a glove box down here. It is dampened, as you can see there. Books and all that stuff in there as well. Over here, you're going to have another USB port. And then right over there, you can kind of see it. You're going to have your little Fender speaker there, which is pretty cool. As well as one over here, as you can see. Coming to the far left, you're going to have things for your headlight controls and fog light controls, gauge dimmer switches, trip reset button there. Coming down here, you're going to have your controls, which I believe are going to be for your gauges to brighten or lower them. Well, actually, no, this is going to be for your fog lights. So your fog light controls down here. Your traction for 4-wheel drive, and then this of course is for your hill descent control. But overall, the Nissan Titan Pro-4X is a pretty nice truck to check out thus far, and with that said, let's go ahead and continue the tour of this Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Coming to the back of the Nissan Titan Pro-4X, materials do follow through, as you can see. You're going to have the true leather, and then of course you have the perforation coming all the way down, which is pretty nice. You're going to have 2 seat pockets, one on both sides, as you can see. You're going to have a set of cup holders here. You're going to have rear vents down there. You're going to have a USB, or excuse me, a outlet there. 2 USB ports, a traditional plug in here, as you can see, and your heated seat functions are going to be on either side, as you can see, as well as a powered armrest with an additional set of cup holders. Fuel tank. The Nissan Titan Pro-4X does come standard with LED taillights. You're going to have a blacked out section here, which looks very cool. Nissan badge is going to be right there in orange, followed by your Pro-4X badging right there. This vehicle does have the towing package, which of course I believe can tow upwards of just over 11,000 pounds, which is pretty nice. And like I said, you do have your rear parking sensors back here. It doesn't open up softly, but it does open, as you can see. You do have a spray and bed liner. You do have some areas where you can attach some things. As you can see, that's what this silver piece is for, that goes all the way around the truck. You're going to have some areas, like if you're going to be tailgating, you're going to have cup holders on this side and on this side. And overall, it's a pretty nice little area where you can store stuff and put things in. You're going to have your black plastic mirror covers with your LED turn signals on them. Under the hood of the Nissan the Nissan Titan, this one here does come standard with the 5.6 liter Endurance V8, also known as the VK56DE. It produces 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. This is going to be through a 9-speed automatic transmission, and this vehicle is 4-wheel drive. All right, guys, so back in the Nissan Titan Pro-4X. This is the second Pro Series truck that I've actually reviewed, the first one being the Frontier. And I have to say, while the Frontier was actually fun, this one here is a bit more interesting in the sense that it has a lot more features. Obviously, I don't have a window sticker, but I will definitely be posting what options came with this truck in the description when this review goes up. And as you can tell, this truck is actually pretty nice to check out. I just wish that this vehicle had, you know, a better backup camera, because when you put the vehicle into reverse through the 9-speed, the camera quality is not great. It's blurry, it looks old, it doesn't look that impressive, but at least you have that 360 camera helping you out. But other than that, the camera quality on this truck is not great at all. That's really the only thing I would wish Nissan would have updated in this truck. But as we all know, 2024 was the final year of production, or excuse me, 2025 is the final year of production for the Titan. So I'm happy I got a chance to check one of these out. So with that said, guys, that's going to wrap it up here for this walk around and tour of this 2024 Nissan Titan Pro-4X, finished off in, keep forgetting the name of the color, but you know what it is, over the black Pro-4X leather interior. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.